Oftentimes during our discovery process for a web project, we actually determine that what the client is trying to accomplish can be accomplished by cloning their existing website instead of actually fully rebuilding it from the ground up with a new design. And what I mean by cloning is it's actually taking the exact visual design of their current site, copying the visual design so that doesn't change, but layering in a new platform and new code behind it that can allow for new features, new functionality to accomplish the client goal. I find that this is often missed. It's a really strong point in favor of a good discovery process. It's really up to the agency at that point to tell the client if their goal can be accomplished by this process to save resources and save dollars that can be spent somewhere else. It's important to cover when it makes sense to clone a website, when it makes sense to do this process versus fully rebuilding. The first and foremost piece is if the client likes the design of their website and we determine, or the agency determines, that the design is up to modern standards, but they need the second point, which is some new functionality or features that their current platform doesn't offer. This is a perfect situation when this happens to look at copying the visual design and cloning into a new platform versus going through the full ground up design process when that may not be necessary. The most common ones that we typically see are Wix to WordPress, Squarespace to WordPress, or now in recent years we've been seeing actually some WordPress to Webflow. Typically, like a Wix to or Squarespace to WordPress is done because you want enhanced functionality, more features, more add-ons than your current site can offer. Typically, something like WordPress to Webflow is done if you want to simplify and make your website more simple than it is now. So the key benefits of doing the clone versus a full rebuild: first and foremost, it saves money, saves resources. The design process can be intensive. It's a large part of the overall budget. If you can save that and you determine that your site design is good, by all means, go ahead. The second is it saves internal time. So the most taxing part of the project on you and your team is the design phase. If we can save that and accomplish the same goal, it saves you and your team a ton of time. Obviously, this can allow you to unlock new features or simplify your website like we talked about. So if you have been considering a web project and you feel that this could maybe accomplish your goal, we'd love to talk with you. Oftentimes, simply cloning the site into a new platform can accomplish the goal versus a full rebuild. Thanks.